So you may be asking yourself, what is the route? Well, in the game, the Pizzeria Roleplay Remastered, there's a few daily things you can do. Now, the daily quests I used to do before the Secret of the Mimic update, but really it's just not worth it if you don't want to do them. I mean, you obviously can, they are really good, but what I recommend is that every day if you play this game, you select your login reward, alright, and then immediately you're going to go and collect all of your, once the server goes down, you're going to collect all of your gifts and do your tasks for Secret of the Mimic. And I'm going to show you today what that route looks like. So you load into Secret of the Mimic immediately. And the character you choose obviously doesn't matter. Most of the time I would go with adult just because I like looking at Eggman. However, if you want to be extremely fast, what you can do is select many of the characters that have the run ability. I like Parts and Service Foxy because you can swap between him and the hard mode variant in order to reset the run ability, which I will not be doing. I'll just use the run ability where it is available, but you can do that if you want to grind the run achievement. Now anyways, as soon as you spawn in, you wait till you load, and then you grab that present. Then you'll run over to talk to Spamton in that little garbage can there. Now what I like to do is that if there's like things in that corner, you can go grab the tapes for 5 coins while you wait for your run to reload. And my game was lagging a bit there, so I didn't get to teleport. But then you run over to the car and you teleport up, and you go to this little shrubbery here. There's a gift inside the shrubbery, so you just gotta grab that. You could run again probably at this point. You hop, skip. You can't see much, but then you run over here, and this is, a little dump area. So you can say hi to Idiocracy real quick. You can go grab some tapes there if you wish, and then through the wall, I would say, is the fastest way to get this one. You'll see a lot. I'm just like going to get rubbing against walls, and I'll pick up a present or two. After you get that one through the wall, you walk over to this rock at the edge of the map. You get to look at the beautiful rising sun if you're lucky. It actually is just 6 a.m. So that's just a nice little extra bonus. I probably didn't get many coins for that. But after you go to the rock, you run straight to the left, and you go to this little wooden area to collect all these. Now this one's a bit odd, but you just gotta kind of run in this direction towards this shape. You gotta jump a few times, jump over the obstacles. But beneath the goose, who's holding another Idiocracy, there is a fridge, and behind the fridge is a present. Then from here you would run, jump over that fence towards the grave site, and right behind this here grave, there's another present. As long as you're near it and the camera is facing its direction, you will be able to do it. So you don't have to do that camera angle I showed you. I was just moving the camera in order to show you guys a better example. Then you run down the hill. You don't have to run down the hill. You could maybe take the truck if you wish, but this is the way I like to do it because it's just easy to remember. You run towards the water tower because it's hard to miss, and there is a present at its base. You're gonna grab that present and you're gonna run again. They got stuck on a tree there. You run past the fire, jump over the truck, and at the foot of the truck, there will be another present. Now this part is very important because there's 3 presents all close together. You run around and you go inside of the barn to grab this present. You can actually go around the outside, but I just like the inside of the barn because it's pretty cool. Then you run out of the barn and you can go to this little stack of hay, and here's the second present in this little 3-sim right here. And then you run over here and get the last present, which is, between the 3 trees. And now from here, it seems to be a bit odd, but you're going to run straight through the water to where you see that little blue boat. Inside of that blue boat is the next present. Now, the water is interesting. I don't know the fastest way, really, to run through it, but you can run twice, and then you could jump into the boat, or you could go beneath it. Going beneath it's a bit iffy, because it might make you lose your progress on the crank. But once you're off the boat, you turn around and you run over to this picnic bench. And then once you're on the picnic bench, you will run again over to this truck. And inside the bed of the truck, you will find another present. Now, there's 2 parts to the route. There's the outside part and the inside part. And the inside part is a bit different than just running around to collect presents, but I will get to that when I get to it. But after you get the truck, you run over to this gate, but you don't go in quite yet because there's a present right outside the gate. Obviously, you can do this entire route backwards if you wish. I'm just doing it this way because it's the way I like to do it. After you grab that one, you want to enter through the gate and then run straight right to get this little present next to the car. The car has no hitbox, by the way. You're going to run again, jump over the gate, go to the side of the building where there'll be another present. And that is another 100 coins. And you can jump up here really quickly, you know, really close by. You can get it from down there, or you can just jump up here if you are lucky. And then that's the last outside present. Now, there's a few ways to do this. You could probably teleport and it would be quicker, but I just like to run to the front, let it load a little bit, and it's going to load again here in a second, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, we got lucky. There's no loading. But you run straight through these doors, you get one present as you let everything load, because you want everything to at least load slightly, because we are going to do tasks at the same time. Now, there's a bunch of different versions of these tasks, so it's quite hard to make a definitive route for them, you know? But it's quite simple. Everyone knows, I won't make a guide for this minigame. It's a simple minigame. But I will show you a route that you can do with the different tasks. I would say the hardest task is the generators one, which I do not have. Instead, I have 2 minigames and welcome show shares. So after you get your tasks, you will quickly go over here and crank this present. Now, if you have the cleanup task or the hedgehog task, you will do those while you're in this room before you grab that present, really. But since we don't have either of those, we run over here. This is where you get the water task. You jump up here, you crank this present after you get that task. And then, since we have welcome show, we're going to walk over here. We're going to enable the welcome show, and that's 1 out of 3 times now. And then you jump down behind you, we'll deal here, there's another present. Now here is an interesting point. If you have the generator task, I find that you can just teleport to the generator room and then teleport out when you're done. But instead, we're going to teleport straight to Big Top Carnival, get the 1 present in here, and unfortunately, we have multiple. I don't remember if I had Space Shootout or Wild West Shootout. Let's find out. Since we have multiple minigames, what we're going to do is do this one first, because it usually is a bit harder. It takes a bit longer. But I did find some tech. You don't have to actually wait for the timer. Or you just got to get over 25, and then you can walk away and actually do a second minigame at the same time. So we have over 25 now. We definitely have the ball toss, so we're going to do this one really quickly. I still haven't timed if this one is faster to let the timer run out, or if it is faster to game is slow, or if it is faster just to knock them all down. But if you have trouble with this minigame, it's always harder with multiple people, but if you're alone, I would say just stand up here like where I'm standing, and then just use your brain, take your time. Okay, we need to have shootouts, so that's good. We don't have to do the other ones. Alright, at this point I'm just going to let it run that time. I was missing too much. So yeah, that'll be the last task we do. We're going to grab this present right here. Through the wall, there's a present right there, so you can grab it through the wall. We run out here. The paper task, usually, we walk out here, grab this present, get this paper, and then go over there and get the rest of the papers we need. But since we don't have the papers task, we're just going to walk over here. And this is where you claim your rewards for the task and where you get this present. This is where you end the paper task too. So basically the route relies on getting your tasks done before you enter this room. But then after you enter this room, the route is almost over. You run back, you go down the elevator, you run forward and enter this closet here, and you grab the present next to the locker. I believe this route takes roughly like 10-ish minutes depending on your task and how fast you are and if you use run or not. But roughly 10 minutes is what I would shoot for, 10 to 15. You then enter the bathroom by going through that gate. If it's not open, you can jump over it. But then as soon as you get the bathroom one, you run through the doors, you just run straight and there's another present. After you get this present, you turn left, you go past the creepy clown guy, or French fry guy. And then on the little locker area, on one of the benches, there is a present. And then we are almost done. We can walk way over here, and this is the final present in the Secret Mimic map. It's 100 coins, and once you're done with that, you can open up your Secret Mimic Kiss test, and there you have it. That is the route. If this helped, thank you for watching, and let me know if I should do anything else for this game, because I have some ideas.